Hey guys, so somebody asked me the question, what were the lessons that truly changed you? And I have a very big, obvious answer in my journey. The year I left London, I'd been there sort of 5-6 years, I think. I was about 22, and I'd hit a bit of a wall in so many ways. Mentally, like everything, I'd just hit a bit of a wall. And I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I just thought, you know what, I need to make the changes. Things around me aren't going to change. It needs to come from me, you know. I wanted to go to New York. I had a friend that did a program over there. I'd visited when I'd been there like for small trips and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm ready to really invest in myself, really make these changes, and do something like dramatic, right? I went home to Liverpool for, it was less than a year. I think I was there for about 10 months, which I hated, by the way. Like, it really felt like, I don't want to go backwards. I really, in my mind at the time, felt like, it's such a step back. But it was the best thing that I did, because that trip home, to really save my money, get myself straight, get myself focused and excited for the next step. I always say it's like, you know, when like a bow and arrow, you need to like pull back in order to propel forward. That's what that was for me. I ended up having a great time in Liverpool, of course. That year I went to New York. I was only supposed to go for 3 months, by the way. I only had enough money for 3 months. I told everyone I was going for 3 months. But of course what happened is when I got there, I was on a 3-month program at the Broadway Dance Centre, and it's a program for international students, and it was amazing. It was just amazing. Of course, after 3 months, I was like, well, I'm only just getting started, you know. And I wanted to stay longer, of course, because I was loving it and I really wanted to progress, right? And so these situations and money situations, I figured that out. I'm not going to go into this. If you guys have questions about American visas and you know, all of that type of stuff, like comment below or inbox me. I would love to share that part with you. I ended up staying for a year. I did another program after the first program with Rhapsody James called Motivating Excellence, and this program still runs now. We were the first. Rhapsody James is the most incredible choreographer. She'd worked with Pussycat Dolls, Janet, like, you know, Beyonce, like she'd done it all. So I was very like, oh my God, okay, I need to work with this person. She took 10 boys, 10 girls. It was a whole thing. We auditioned and I got accepted onto the program, and I was like, oh shit, I need to figure out how to stay now. So anyway, I stayed. Like, fast forward, I stayed, of course, because I wasn't gonna let that opportunity pass me by. There was no way. And I think now, like, when I think back, that was all like it. I believe things are set in stone. I believe that this was always how it was. Of course, that's how it was supposed to go. You know, I just needed to say yes and figure it out. What I learned in this year, because when I came home after this year, my career really took off and it felt easy. Before this year, nothing felt easy. It was like, it was that constant struggle. It was just always no's. I was frustrated. I wasn't myself. I wasn't confident. I was, you know, I'd really hit it. Like I said, I'd really hit a wall. And people could feel that from me, right? You can't show up into an audition room not confident, not yourself, not feeling right, and expect them to believe in you. That's not how this industry works. You have to show them for them to believe in you. You know, you got to believe in yourself first. And so this year, to come back to our question, what actually happened? Yes, I became a better dancer. That's like the obvious. That was like the given. I became a better dancer, you know, of course. But what really, really, really happened was I did the work on understanding that I was enough as I am, tattooed, shaved head, whatever, however it was, alternative, edgy. There's all these like these were the boxes I was put in at the time. I learned during that year that I am enough. I'm great. I'm a freaking great dancer. I've done the work. I've put the work in. I deserve to be here. I deserve to work as a dancer. By this time, it had been all them years that I've been trying, you know. And when I came home solid and grounded, and I was entering these spaces in a different way. I was like, this is me. Take me or leave me, you know. And what happened was everyone was just like, great. People were like, obviously the right people, the right jobs were like, great, we love you, signed, booked, you know. All the jobs that weren't right for me kind of just disappeared, and I didn't need to like deal with them anymore. And all these new doors opened, and people were just like, yeah, you're great, we love you, you're right for this, you fit here, you know. It was just so positive. But what had changed was me. I changed, my mind had changed. And I think so much in our industry we focus on getting better as a dancer, and it of course it is a given, but I needed to shift. I needed to be confident. I needed to show up my true authentic self for other people to then be able to go, yes, you know, we want you, we love you, like, you're great, you're perfect. And so I think that was, well, I don't think I know, that was a real pivotal part of my journey. From there on, I took them lessons with me. Of course, it wasn't plain sailing after that, but I'd learned those lessons, and I'd learned to have faith in myself and really trust in myself. And so what I'd learned, I then had those tools to carry forward with me onto the rest of my journey.